back to the Hampton Roads Show, everybody. Now that spring is here, the plants are growing and it's getting greener, but that does take some planning, like knowing what to plant and when to plant, what to cut back and what to let grow. And it's really the same concept when you're dealing with your finances. Joining us now is financial analyst Chris Jones from Bayport Credit Union to tell us more. Chris, welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show.
Good to be here again.
This is a very timely concept because everything outside is starting to change, everything's getting greener. But how does that relate to your finances?
It relates very well to our finances. Spring, the thing I love about it is seeing the color pop out and seeing the green come alive. But having that green, especially manage it in your yard, it's all about knowing what to plant and when to plant and where to plant. It's about knowing what to cut back and what to let grow. And these relate very well to our finances. The first way I would say it relates to our finances is just that part of when I first get in my yard in the spring, I pull the weeds, I cut back all the dead stuff, and think about your expenses. Hopefully you're budgeting, and if you're not budgeting, get started on a budget because it's the only way you're going to have a good understanding of where all your money is going. But look at your expenses and ask yourself, is there anything this year that I can cut back? Not just that, but look at the things that you intend to hold on to. An example for me was I recently called my internet service provider and just asked about this expense. Is there any way that I can trim back on this expense? The thing I was able to do was increase my internet speed by 2 times and cut back on that expense by $10 a month.
Wow.
So there's things you can do just to call the people that you routinely pay and just ask, is there anything I can do to modify this expense to help save me some money? So cutting back is the way to start.
And also, when you get to that growth, you need to figure out how to spend wisely. How does that relate as well?
Well, spending wisely has everything to do with, again, your budget. You want to manage your green. You want to manage your green as it grows. The thing that you have control of every month, if you are budgeting, is your disposable income. And you want to make sure you're using it wisely. You want to make sure you're using it to have some fun and to have some fun with that green growth. But also ask yourself the question, do I need to put this somewhere else? Do I need to put it into savings and investing? And that would be the third thing we would think about if we're talking about growing our finances green, is understand that not every season is a spending season. Spring, you see everything popping out and growing, but the fall and the winter, you got to think, they're important growing seasons too. Everything looks dead on the surface perhaps, but the fall and the winter is a time where your roots grow deep and your roots grow. So you want to have a time where you do save and you do invest. And then when your spring rolls back around, not only are you enjoying the growth of your hard work, but you're enjoying the growth from your money working hard for you as well.
You definitely want your money to work for you, and this whole concept is kind of interesting how you related it to gardening. Any other tips you can pass along to people out there?
I think it's just be mindful of what you're doing with your finance. It's crazy to me how many people you talk to that aren't budgeting on a household level and aren't being conscious of these things. It's the only way you're going to know exactly how much disposable income you have. You don't want to spend so much that you're getting into the area of your finances that really should be allocated towards expenses and things that are better elsewhere, so you know exactly what you have to just spend on the fun things of life.
You know, every gardener out there has a plan. And that seems like the most important thing, especially when it comes to your finances, to have a plan.
Absolutely.
Have a plan. Are you much of a gardener?
I love to get out in my yard. I'm one of those weirdos who I look forward to spring and cutting my grass and getting into the borders and seeing things
There's nothing
pop
weird
out.
about that until it becomes more trouble.
I appreciate the confirmation.
Do you have green thumbs?
I'd like to think so, but I have things that die occasionally. So.
Well, you know, we all do. It's just a fact of life. But hopefully it's not your finances. For more information, stop by any of the Bayport Credit Union locations across Hampton Roads or log on to bayportcu.org or give Chris Jones a call himself. Thanks, Chris, and good lesson today.
Thank you.